Listen, this is my last one. Last minute I'm gonna put in there, and then it's time to go home. You see the music in the gym done? That's because they're ready to close up. And I don't know if I work here or if I live here, but I had to get in my house. So let me do this and get out of here.
Today, I'm taking you along with me to go and train in the gym. So we're here in New York, and the reason I'm bringing you is because I thought about it and I was like, I really been neglecting my YouTube, and I want to build a tighter relationship with my audience. That being said, this video is to get closer to you. I'm walking because this is considered my warm-up, as well as this walk is so beautiful. As you can see, nature right around, yeah, right around, and it's totally peaceful, and as you can see, the scenery around here is very calming. In order for me to build this channel as well as keeping you entertained, I need you to comment. Let me know what you would like to see more of, also what you would like to see me do in some of these vlogs, and how often I should drop it. Should I drop it like once per week, once every 2 weeks? But I need you to comment so I know that you're there, and everybody that comments, I will make sure and reply to it. So just let me know what I could do to entertain you, and drop it in the comments below. Now, I'm approaching a car dealership and I have a question, and it's one simple question. Which color would you choose?
So this here is the Porsche dealership, and I was walking past it, and trust me, I walk past it every day, and I just think about the moment that I'd own one of these cars, if not something similar. But I love these sports looking cars.
Me personally, I'd pick that green one. Okay, so I'm here at a 7-Eleven. The gym is actually right across there. But first, the reason I'm going in here is to get an energy drink.
So I don't condone drinking energy drinks. However, I wanted to try this, and I said, you know what? Let me give it a proper try. Let me try it for like a week, because I want to see what's the difference between this and Prime.
So I always wanted to try this, and I tried it for the first time, and it actually worked a whole lot to give me energy. It actually made me sweat a whole lot. But I always wanted to try also Prime Energy. I have never actually seen the Prime Energy in a long time. I've seen the Prime Hydration, and till I get that Prime Energy, Celsius for now, but it works. Alright, so we're here in the gym. Today we're gonna hit some back, maybe some minor muscles like arms and some abs, but most importantly, this here is gonna get me kick started, and hopefully we get a good workout in today, because I'm gonna rest for the next 2 days. So I'm gonna push my body hard today, and you know what? Let's go.
Starting off today with an exercise for my lats. This helps to build my lats and the upper parts of my back. It also helps you to build that T shape that guys tend to like.
So that's a good warm-up set. Gonna add some weights and see as much as we could get in terms of reps.
So that was a very light set. As you can see, I changed the weights to now 45 on each side, and this will help me to put more pressure and more stretch onto the muscle.
Right, so we managed to get 12 there, and I feel pretty good. I just think that, I could get a little more weight there and aim for about 8 reps. The idea is to really be stronger right now. With being stronger, I will eventually look better, because with strength, you build a lot of the muscle fibers, and once I lose some weight, you lose some fat, you get to see clearly the muscle definition.
This is another angle of the back, and I did this angle so you can see exactly where is working on the back. The back is one of the largest muscles on the human body, so to be able to work it, you have to be able to hit it at all angles.
So we're gonna hit the lower part underneath here, and for that we're doing a pulling motion from right here, just coming back and squeezing like this.
It is very important to squeeze the muscle in order for you to grow and feel the effects. Don't just pull the weight with no intention. Pull it, and when you feel like you've reached the max, then hold it right there and squeeze and leave the tension on the muscle.
And we're just gonna add on some weight and complete this exercise. So if you reach this far in the video, it means you're probably looking at, me working out. My question to you is, do you work out?
Now, when working out, a lot of people tend to prioritize the way they look in the front, meaning their chest, their arms, their shoulders, and their legs. But it's very important that you balance off and you make sure that the back is looking good. Once your back is strong, it actually helps you with your posture, as well as it helps you to do better in terms of all the daily activities that you have to do. And when it comes to looking good, losing back fat always helps.
The reason that you're going to see me doing a lot of pulling action like this is because your back, in order for it to work, you have to do a lot of pulls. If you realize your back is a pull and your chest is a push. So I can't really tell you about the physics there, but all I have to say is we're going to do some seated rows now, similar to what we was doing before. This one a little wider, a variation to work either the back here or the higher part of your back and here for your lats and the middle part of your back.
So sometimes you have to push yourself when you're in the gym. Reason being, motivation mightn't be there, your energy mightn't be there, but you don't necessarily need a gym to work out. Just remember that.
Oh. Now I'm going to do something called a superset. Superset is when you do 2 exercises back to back. I just did that. Now we're going to superset it with this variation here. Ah. Oh my God. All right, this is my last set. I just need some motivation. I want to get 10 to 12 reps, but I needed a count. So count until I get 10. If you count, I promise I'll get it. Right, as you can see, I add on some more weights, it's heavier, but let's do this.
And boom, we get that out of the way. Next, we moving on to some traps. The reason that you want to do this is to complete the look. You don't want to just have wide shoulders, but you want to have a thick back.
This last exercise here, it's for the lower back. So your lower back could get damaged easily. That's why we're going to take our time and do it. I normally like to cross my hands like this, come down, come up here and squeeze.
This exercise known as hyperextension is actually one that plenty of people tend to neglect, but I'm telling you, just as important as abs, your lower back on the other side, it helps to balance out not just your posture, but also when you're able to pull weight, you're able to do it better because you are stronger in your lower region of your back.
That's the first set. I'm going to try to get 4 and hopefully I make it through this exercise. All right. Well, you know, we can't neglect the abs. So today we have to throw in some abs and I'm aiming for at least 60 to 100 reps in leg raises today. And the main thing that I'm going to try to do is not go all the way down, but to really control it and put that weight and tension on the abs. Ah. Is at this point where I know I don't want to quit, but I have to keep pushing. You know, I have a vision of how I want to look in my mind, and anybody who have any version of themselves out there which is better than the current state that they're in and they want to do better, continue to push yourself. Make yourself believe that you could do it. We're going to do some biceps now. It's a good warm-up. Yeah, I think that should be light enough. Just want to give the bicep a full stretch. Jeez. Even though that was light, it was still tough to do. Trying to get some strong big buys. I'm joking. Just trying to get lean, shredded, sexy. That was so cringe, but you know, sometimes you just have to talk to yourself when you're in the gym to motivate yourself, you know? So right now, if you can't tell from my eyes, I am really tired and I've been in the gym for the last 2.5 hours. So what I'm gonna do, one more exercise, and that's some hammer curls for my biceps. When I'm finished with that, I'm coming in to do some quick abs, maybe some planks, and that's it there. So we're aiming for 1 minute for each one. Try and do at least 5 before we leave here. First one complete. Let me see how we can get 5 more of that. And then I guess it's time to go home. You see the music in the gym done? That's because they're ready to close up. And I don't know if I work here or if I live here, but I had to get in my house. So let me do this and get out of here. Okay, let me see. 15 more seconds. 10 more seconds. And that's it. 1 minute. Alright, listen. If you reach all the way in the end of this video, that means you watch me go in the gym, you watch me walk, and you watch me go through this entire workout. And I want to say thank you for that, but thank you most importantly for watching and supporting. Make sure to remember to like, subscribe, and you could drop a comment. Let me know. Let me know who you is. Let me get to know each other. Let me keep in touch. And that being said, I real tired, but I had to go home and have a half an hour walk. So I'll go and try and run it and be home in 15. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one.